bring it. Hello everyone, this is Nikki, also known as Faces Trader, and you're watching me August update, August 4, 2020. So let's begin. I am sharing my Philippine market screen. Today the market is down 61 points. We are A3. You've got a few number gainers and losers. Let's take a look at your index. Take a look, wait up. So on an index standpoint, you've got market value today, 10 billion pesos, 72 advancers, decliners 112. So we've got foreign net selling of 1 billion pesos. That would be an outcome of some rebalancing for the day. So losers, SM Prime, San Miguel, Ayala Land, AV, JG Summit, Mega World, Bloomberry, BDO. Gainers are PLDT, URC, AC, First Gen, Jollibee, Robinsons Retail, BPI. This is a function, I think, of some rebalancing. I think from a rebalancing standpoint, some got kicked out and some got added. So let's take a look at your top gainers and top losers. Top gainers with volume. Okay, so with volume, this one, FNI, 5%. 5% Hi, sorry. I think I got caught off somewhere. So I'm back right now. Let me now share my screen. So today has been more like a rebalancing day. And you can see that today's top gainers are quite few. FNI is up 5%. You've got FNI, which is a nickel pseudo nickel play, up 5% to close at 1.17. You've got Nickel Asia up 5%, 307. CHP continued higher, 4.5% today. PLDT closes at 1.4. And then the other one, URC, closes at 140 bucks. So very few winners, actually. You'd see that it's just 3 to 5% gains. Worst losers for the day, let's take a look. So from a big loser standpoint, we've got SM Prime losing 3% here at 30 pesos. And then mostly no volume traded. Most active, let's take a look. Most active, you've got just a big cross for Emperador. That's a 5.2 billion peso cross here at 10 pesos. And then so as you could see, today's 10 billion peso value traded is mostly just Emperador contributing it. The rest is really very few value traded. Your SM is 500 million. All of them are below 500 million or just less than $10 million. So it's been a big red for the entire day. And really, there's not much to discuss from a charting standpoint. I could end our update today and just focus on the global markets, but really, there's nothing much to discuss. But anyway, let's take a look. There's Robinson's Retail, 67 pesos. Yeah, so like your gainers, 2%, 2%. Mostly everything is in the red. Let's take a look on your index, huh? PSEI down, all shares down, financials down, industrials up, holdings down, properties down. Mostly on the downside today. Properties down, mining up, services up. Mining up, that's just Nicolasia. So Nicolasia and FNI. So let's take a look at your charts. Sige. Your charts are showing that it's really just not a lot of movement. From a news perspective, is there any news to discuss? Let me just see. REIT, it's just more on the dividends there. Crown share buyback, Brown share buyback. I don't think that there's anything because even if it's a share buyback, if it's not like volume traded, there's not a lot of things to discuss, no? Other than Nicolasia and FNI, sige, let's just focus on what was the important thing today. You could see that Nicolasia went up. That is after that 22-cent dividend, since people continue to like nickel anyway in the EV industry. Of course, last week, Friday, you've seen Tesla hit $2,020, actually more than 2020, year 2020. So it is a 10x move in the last 12 months. Yeah. So this is your Tesla. Let me just show to you. So in the last year, it was trading here at about 200 bucks. That was around July, August last year. So this is an official 10x move, $200 to $2,000. 10x times 10-year money, Tesla. Now, Nicolasia is just a conduit. It's just an electric vehicle beneficiary. This isn't a 10x move, no? Kasi you are just an OEM. $1.40, sorry, 1 peso 40 cents low. Then so far, 3 pesos. Can we go 4 pesos or the number that Tesla wants, which is 4 peso 20 cents? 420, the weed target, cannabis movers. So let's see. Nicolasia, you've got resistance maybe at 4 pesos, 450 cents. Any drops here is being bought. We did say that any drops at 280 would be bought. Actually, it only fell as low as 2 peso and 87 cents. So this is continuously a strong mover. That would be our first resistance here at 347, but that won't be a strong resistance. Later on, as time goes by, a few years from now, maybe it can go to 450. We'll see. With Nicolasia bullishness, some nickel plays are also being bought up. FNI is being bought up. This is also like a nickel play in the Philippines. So you could see that this one goes from 47 cents. Now it's 1 peso. You've got volume today here. So I didn't read the earnings. Was the earnings of FNI good? So net income here shown 46 million, 46% up, 350 million pesos. Then here, 150 million peso loss. So I think like all that FNI has to prove is that they are shipping Nicolasia, they are shipping nickel all throughout the world. And if they can export all of that to all of the people who wants it, whether it be China or some other players like US, then there should be some buyers. Whether this can continue and sustain, let's see. Resistance so far is at 140. And then you've got resistance as well here at about 1.6. So far, this is just a steady uptrend. It's like a ruler, 40 cents to 120 or times 3 your money for FNI. So you're seeing some nickel plays also being bought other than Nicolasia. So of course, people are more aware of Nicolasia. Nicolasia hasn't times 3, 150 to 450 if we'll times 3, no? So we'll see. But Nicolasia continues to be bought. What else can be said on the Philippines? Na masyado guys. Na masyado. Let's head over to comments. Let me see the comments. Okay, any significant news why Philippine stock index is down? Wala naman, guys. Wala kasi tayo masyadong makwento Wala naman tayo ditong magandang 5G na company. Wala man tayo masyadong magandang mga news It's not really about August. Kasi, as you know, 10x moves naman yung mga Tesla. Wala namang August eh. It's not really about ghost months. It's just about whether you've got innovative companies or not. Any startup company in the global market, actually in the US, you don't need startups. You can make so much money in big companies. So I discussed in my Twitter Qualcomm. I'll discuss that 5G play, ADAS, infotainment. I'm a little scared. So Eugene said, I'm a little scared to buy global stocks because they're already expensive. Well, actually, it's not expensive. It's been if it's growing 500%. So Nintendo is up today at 57,000 yen because Nintendo Switch income is up 500%, and Nintendo Switch Animal Crossing is growing 400% up digital sales. So I think like you have to understand that your company is great. So actually, Nintendo is so undervalued if you compare this to Activision, if you compare this to Electronic Arts, if you compare this to Take-Two, if you compare it even to mga Microsoft or Sony. So it really depends how you value things. I think that the scare factor, you might be uninformed. I think that you're just uninformed. So actually, I just want to explain that we have been making money in secular trends, and this is a free show. So do ask, because global markets is talking about trends that go 100%. Like online education is scaling so strongly in China, in US, hopefully the entire world. So I don't think that it is expensive if you understand what you're buying. Asen po, okay lang, umangat naman, 275. So wala, hawak lang. Winners hawak lang naman eh. So I think it's just 275 right now. 277, steady lang. So any drops near 240, 245, buy more. Pag hindi, edi hindi. Any thoughts on GT Cap? GT Cap is an old economy play, but I think at 400, it can be bought kasi reopening theme. Within the next year or so, lahat ng COVID vaccines, nandyan na yan, nagkalat na yan sa buong mundo. So I'd say that it's okay to buy some reopening theme names. So whether it be airlines or whether it be mga car manufacturers, GD Cap kasi is a car dealer. So they are selling cars. So yon. Yes, I like that. ASEAN is spending multi-billion pesos for solar farms. Cash is not important if you know where to invest your cash. So I think that it is a good thing that AC Energy is spending billions to make billions. So investing in solar for ACEN, solar farms, that is a good thing. What do you think? When do you think the net foreign buying here will start? To be honest, I think that only when the economy truly goes up will the Philippines be up. So until then, if we don't have an innovative company, we don't have really a reason to go up. You need a fundamental reason. Like at least AC Energy has a fundamental reason to go up. Nickel Asia is rising because it has a fundamental driver to go up. Without that, I don't think so. So how about Vistaland? Vistaland is just like all the property companies in the world. No fucking reason to go up until your entire economy goes up. Unless like they really have expansion in mga logistics industry, something that the e-commerce maybe. It's really hard guys. It's not as if like the US properties are also rising, or Singapore properties, or Hong Kong properties. So there's no such thing as a buy in a sector that is having a hard time. Should I buy Moderna, Pfizer, Sanofi? I am not buying COVID vaccine plays, mostly because it's not my core competency. I think that education is a must. You will lose money if you don't know what you're buying. Me personally, I am very much bullish on certain secular trends. When I say secular trends, it's all about long term. So if you're seeing that online shopping, example, C Limited, we always talk about it. And then the earnings of C Limited was doing so well. So I mean, it's about a trend that you see happening to be stronger and stronger and stronger. Sure, you could say that the medical vaccines are good, but did you even check? Moderna is what, 30 times already? 20 times up already for the year? You think that can be sustainable? Moderna has been distributed already, billions of dollars. The fact that you don't know about it means that you can't buy it. You shouldn't buy it I'm not saying that it will fall. It's just that I think you have lack knowledge. Is it time to bottom pick Vista Land? I'm not too sure eh. There's not a signal for me. The problem is if you buy it today and then it doesn't go up in the next year, sayang naman, you can make 1 year return in other companies abroad. Should I buy URC at 140? It's not a compelling buy. It's not also a compelling sell. Neutral. How about dito Telecom? Neutral. Nothing much actually. Guys, I just really tell it as it is. If I don't see a lot of money to be made, I just tell it as it is. To be honest, I think like the 10x money is not in the Philippines. It's all global. So, yun. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye. See you on the global market update. Susagutin ko ba yung tanong? Why is GCash or other fintech companies in the Philippines not IPOing? GCash is actually Sir Alibaba and financial powers up GCash, di ba? And then Tencent powers up your telephone, Paymaya. They're listed. Alibaba is in US, and Tencent is also trading in Hong Kong and US. So that means that you should invest in Alibaba and Tencent, not in GCash, because Ant Financial owns them. Miss Nikki, ano po ba gamit nyo to fund your IBKR account? You can use any dollar account, whether you were using I'm using China Bank dollar, but you can use your BDO dollar, Union Bank dollar, any dollar account. Will AGI continue to go down in the coming days? To be honest, kasi mahina ngayon yung Pilipinas eh. So, pero AGI is being accumulated 550 to 6, di ba? So, dyan lang siya. Yan lang. 6.1. Tulog lang, oh. Yan. So, it's being bought here at 550. Aangat ng 6, 620, 650. Kung bumaba man sa 6,550, bibilhin ulit. Range. Parang mahina lang talaga. Pero pataas naman. Kumbaga, triple bottom eh. 570, 560, 570. Wala masyadong quick money. Wala masyadong quick money sa Pilipinas. Yan ang problema sa Pinas eh. Kailangan mo ng catalyst. Wala masyadong news. Wala akong masyadong nakitang parang compelling na, kailangan ko na bilhin today. Wala masyadong ganun. So, yun. The point here is, if you're not quite, patient in the Philippines, talagang slow kasi eh. So, you're just accumulating it for a potential sell maybe in the next 6 months, in next 12 months, hindi yung 6 days, 12 days. My question si Philippine stocks, sana may name din sa atin na mala Tesla or Apple. Well, to me, honestly guys, are you aware na hindi naman malaking pera kasi yung interactive brokers abroad? Kahit $1,000, 50,000 pesos, pwede mo buksan. Alam mo, minimum eh, kahit nga $300 nang ipasok mo eh. Mac is still not moving. Is there a possibility after paying dividends on September 11? To me, yung mga airlines tourism kasi reopening play yan. So hindi yan about dividends masyado. I think the big driver has not been about the dividend. It's more about parang what will happen in the next 2 to 3 years. So it's more on that. I think hindi siya about the dividends. Pero sa Pilipinas, hindi rin masyado big deal eh. Kasi if umangat siya, bumaba man siya, nandyan lang siya, stock siya sa range. So like we are just in a range for Philippines. Macro Asia is just in a range. Same for SEB, range lang siya. So every time near 4 si Macro Asia, may bumibili. Ayan, 4 to 450, may buyer. Tapos yun, nag-steady sa 5. Pag nag-550, may selling din. Ano lang siya eh, talagang range lang. Same as you can see with SEB, range din. Ganyan lang Philippines, range, medyo slow. 35, aangat ng 41, babagsakan ng 37. Pero kung bumagsak naman ng 35, 37, may buyer din. So, ganun lang din. Maliliit lang talaga yung reward. Pero hindi mo naman talaga kailangan mag-focus sa Pilipinas eh. So, kung walang pera sa Pilipinas, dapat lagay mo sa abroad. Sabi ni Kayoran P, what? I thought $10,000 ang minimum na interactive brokers. Sir, hindi po. Kaso merong wire transfer fee. Yung mga banks natin dito, they charge about 600 peso telegraphic transfer fee locally. I handle it for other people. Pinapabide ko sila 800 pesos. Tapos yun, bayaran lang ako sa pesos, bayaran ko silang dollars sa account nila. Ganun lang. Hindi mo man kailangan sabihin talaga yung annual income mo. Kung gusto mo sabihin $25,000, $30,000, parang risk tolerance yung mga yan. Kailangan lang nila malaman yung mga ganun. Hindi naman yan BIR na kukunin yung income tax return mo or something. Parang ka nag-open lang ng account. Ganun lang yan. Okay? So, yeah. So, sige, mag-US na tayo. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.